Good morning students. In previous class we have learned Bohr atomic model of hydrogen atom and Bohr's theory for hydrogen atom. Okay, so now we will discuss about Bohr's explanation for line spectrum of hydrogen. So already we know that line spectrum of hydrogen. So in this line spectrum of hydrogen, number of electronic energy levels are present. Okay, so here energy level is n is equal to 1. So it is also called stationary states. N is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, up to n is equal to infinity. So at n is equal to infinity is nothing but that energy is 0. That electron is not influenced by the nucleus. Okay, so in previous class we have discussed in significance of negative sign of electron. Okay, next, every stationary state having a specific energy, that is E1, E2, E3, E4. So at infinity state E0. Okay, so now here you listen carefully. Here what happened whenever the electron is absorbing energy is nothing but what happened, the electron is moved from lower energy state to higher energy state whenever energy will absorb. If energy will emit, what happened, the electron move from higher energy state to lower energy state. Okay, so from this the absorbing energy or emitting energy is exactly equal to what happened here, exactly equal to the difference between the two energy levels. So that is final energy level minus initial energy level. Okay, but from Bohr's explanation, what happened, the energy, that is En equal to minus RH to 1 by n square. Okay, so from this we calculated the final energy is nothing but is a RH 1 by nf square. If the initial energy is nothing but minus RH 1 by ni square. So these two values are substituted in this equation. So what happened here? So delta E equal to EF means is a minus RH is a 1 by nf square minus of minus RH 1 by ni square. So from this we take a common, that is a RH. So here from this RH equals RH into 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. So this is a delta E. Okay, so already we know that what is that, the value of RH, red bar constant. So how much the value is? So directly I will write here. So RH is nothing but 2.18 into 10 to the power of minus 18 joules and into 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. So this is the energy difference, delta E. Okay, so this was calculated by the Bohr. Next, as well as frequency, he derived the frequency of the radiation. So from this equation we calculated the frequency of the radiation, that is a nu equals delta E by h. H means Planck constant. So delta E, that is a already value exists. So that is RH by h. So from this we calculated the frequency of the radiation, that is RH by h to 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. So from this we calculate, direct I will write the value, that is 3 point, RH is a red bar constant and h is a Planck constant. So directly I will write the frequency, that is 3.29 into 10 to the power of 15 hertz into 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. So these are the quantum numbers. That means, okay, n is equal to 1 energy state, stationary state, n is equal to 2, like this, okay. Initial stationary state and the final stationary state. So this is the frequency. Very, very important. And these principles are very, very important. Delta E and the frequency of the radiation. Okay, so from this mu bar is also nu bar. So this is a 1.09677 into 10 to the power of 7 1 by ni square minus 1 by nf square. So this is the frequency. So this is the information for Bohr's explanation for the line spectrum of hydrogen. So from this he calculated the radiation of the frequency and the wave number and energy difference. Okay, and the next one is in case of absorption spectrum. In case of absorption spectrum, what happened in absorption spectrum? Nf is greater than Ni. For example, you take a two energy levels, that is E1 energy level and the E2 energy level. If in absorption spectrum, what happened? Energy is absorbed is nothing but here, what is that? E2 is greater than the E1. So at these situations, the delta E is positive. Energy is absorbed. Okay. In case of emission spectrum, this is the first one is in case of absorption spectrum. Okay. Second one is in case of emission spectrum. What is that in case of emission spectrum? Initial is greater than the final. Emission spectrum, for example, here emission, here even E2. Emission means it is a, whenever the emission, this is the initial, it is a final. If the absorption, it is a initial, it is a final. Okay, so at this situation delta E is equal to negative. That means energy will be released. Energy will be released. Okay, if you clarify, do this problem. What is the problem? What are the frequency and wavelength of a photon emitted during a transition from n is equal to 5 state to the n is equal to 2 state in the hydrogen atom? For example, here two energy levels are there. Okay, so n is equal to 5th energy state, that means 5th level, and it is a second level. Okay, so energy is emitted, because electrons is coming from higher energy level to lower energy level. That's why energy or radiation will be emitted. So in this, what happened? So what is the calculated? What are the frequency? So this photons having the emitted photons having frequency as well as wavelength. So you will find it. Okay, so you will do it. If you did not understand, I will explain in another class. Okay, next one is limitation of Bohr's atomic model. Okay, so in first limitation is it could not explain the fine spectrum of hydrogen atom. Okay, for example, this is a one of the line in spectrum. Okay, so whenever we observe the spectrometer, what happened? This line is also further again divided into two small lines. So this is called a fine spectrum. Okay, so this line is also further again divided into two lines, is nothing but doublets, so this doublet. Okay, so this fine spectrum of hydrogen could not explained by the Bohr's atomic model. And the next one is it could not explain the spectrum of atoms other than hydrogen. For example, here we take a lithium or helium. Helium, how many? 2 electrons are there. So that spectrum could not explain by the Bohr's atomic model. So Bohr's atomic model can explain only one electron systems. Okay, so that's why here it could not explain the spectrum of atoms other than hydrogen. Lithium, helium, it could not explain. Okay, next third one is it was unable to explain the splitting of spectral lines in the presence of electric field, that is Stark effect, and in magnetic field Zeeman effect. Okay, so it was not able to effects of Stark effect and the Zeeman effect could not explained by the Bohr's atomic theory or Bohr's atomic model. Okay, the next one is it could not explain the ability of atoms to form molecules by chemical bonds. Okay, so these are the demerits or limitations of the Bohr's atomic model. So first one is, what is that? The fine spectrum of could not explain fine spectrum of hydrogen. Fine means it is a divided into further again a small pieces, that is a fine spectrum. So it could not explain the fine spectrum of hydrogen atom. The second one is it could not explain the spectrum of atoms other than hydrogen, that is helium, lithium, could not explain by the Bohr's atomic model. And the third one is it was not able to Stark effect and Zeeman effects could not explain by the Bohr's atomic model, and it could not explain the ability of atoms to form molecules by chemical bonds. Okay, so this is the information about limitation of Bohr's atomic model. Okay.